Alright everybody, what's up and welcome back to a new video. So in this video I am going to talk a little bit about the Ubisoft devlog and about Toxicity. And I know I am really late on this, a few days to be exact, and I'm pretty sure every one of you guys probably know everything I'm going to list on this video, but I hope you guys still will enjoy this episode. So what I'm talking about is the devblog about Toxicity that Ubisoft posted on the rainbow6.ubisoft.com website. And what they are talking about is they are implementing new ways for them to track toxicity and punish people from being toxic in the game. And I will be reading this devlog to you guys, and also I will be linking it down in the description and also in the comment section of this video. So I also highly recommend that you will read this by yourself as well. I know it's something that I read it to you, but it makes much more sense and it's much more clearer when you are actually reading it yourself. So let's get started. They started the devlog by saying, toxicity management is a priority we will be focusing on as a team over the next few years, and we have different ways we plan on dealing with it. Our end goal is to track negative player behavior, manage those that behave poorly, and eventually implement features that will encourage players to improve their behavior. We have been working on some short-term changes that will quickly have an impact, such as chat improvements and team kill tracking. And after that short introduction, they are listing a few things they are going to implement in the game to keep track on toxicity, and they are starting with chat monitoring. We are currently tracking the frequency at which racial or homophobic slurs are used by individual players, and will be applying bans with increasing severity on a case-by-case basis. This is clearly outlined in the following section of the Code of Conduct. And if you didn't know, the Code of Conduct is pretty much the rules you have to obey while you're playing Rainbow Six Siege online. I quote, "Any language or content deemed illegal, dangerous, threatening, abusive, obscene, vulgar, defamatory, hateful, racist, sexist, ethically offensive, or constituting harassment is forbidden," and I quote. So that all of that is forbidden, and for a reason, and still there's a lot of racist or homophobic slurs used by players online, especially when they're losing or getting killed, and that's just not the point of online gaming, to be offending people, saying racial slurs, homophobic slurs. That's not why we have online multiplayer games with voice chat available. So they continue this post by saying, the bans for this will fall within the following durations depending on severity: 2 days, 7 days, 15 days, and finally permanent ban. Please note that this is not a strict progression of bans. Particularly egregious offenders can be permanently banned without a warning, 2, 7, or 15-day ban being applied beforehand. So even though it says the first one is 2 days, then 7 days, then 15 days, and then only permanent bans, if you're really racial or homophobic and you're using slurs a lot or being really hateful, they can permaban you without a warning. So if you're racist, just be careful. And this is one thing you have to keep in mind. Do not, if you need to be that hateful, keep it yourself. Don't let it out on people, innocent people who don't need to hear that. Next up is mute text chat function, and this ETA is season 3, so expect this feature to be available on season 3. We want to put more power in our players' hands to manage their own online experience. As such, giving you direct control over communication channels is important. We are working on allowing players to mute players individually for each player in the game. For example, you can mute the text chat of player A, the voice chat of player B, text and voice for player C, and neither for player D. So what that means is, if you are going to mute someone in the game right now, it's going to just mute them. And on PC you have a different button that you can mute the chat, but it only applies that you are actually muting the whole chat. You can't communicate with anyone if you're mute to chat. And if there's a hateful, racist, homophobic guy talking to you in the text chat on season 3, you can just mute him and not worry about that individual player anymore, and you can still normally communicate with the rest of the team and also the enemy team. So this is a huge change. Thank you, Ubisoft. The third thing they are listing here is chat filtering, and this ETA is also season 3. Our team is working on the creation of an automated system that will censor text chat in game based on a chat filter list. This will replace words that have been identified as offensive and provide players with a notification that their language was found to be unacceptable. We will also be tracking the number of times players trigger this filter and will take action as necessary for players that are intentionally having a negative impact on other players' gaming experience. So what this means is this is also a PC thing, as it's the text chat. But there's a few racial or hateful words. I'm not gonna list them, and I don't even know what words are banned for Ubisoft, but we can all assume the few few words that are really just offensive, and they're going to filter them. So if you're saying that unacceptable word in the chat, it will replace it probably with the stars or something like beep or something, and you will get a notification that, hey, that was not an acceptable word. Keep your language down. Don't be hateful. And also, if you keep doing that, if you keep breaking the rules over and over and over again, you will probably be muted or banned altogether. And this is one thing that is also very nice, and keeping the chat more based on the game and not just hating on people. And once again, thank you, Ubisoft. And the fourth and the final thing, and oh boy, is this the big one. Team killing. Something we are all being victim to, and something we've all done on purpose or by accident. I've got to admit, I've been team killing purposely. If my friends get team killed, I will usually team kill the person that killed them. If it weren't an accident, I will sometimes team kill my AFK teammates. And also, I gotta admit that I just got a 3-hour ban for team killing last week. So now I'm going to cut down on team killing, because I didn't know that I have been killing that much of people. And my goal with team killing is not to ruin people's experience while they're gaming. I'm just taking revenge on if I get killed by a dude who intentionally wanted to kill me, or especially when my friends get team killed, I will of course take action and revenge kill. And I'm not proud of that, and I will cut down on team killing because it's just casual, and I don't play ranked without my teammates, so I won't be team killing them. So what they are listing here, and this ETA is season 2. Intentional team killing is an issue in Rainbow Six, and our current method of addressing it is being improved. The goal is to track long-term offenders across multiple games and sessions that slip through the cracks of our current team kill detection system. We cannot provide too many details on this, as it will lead to exploiting. These short-term changes will begin to address toxicity, but we do not plan to stop there. We are serious about tackling the issues surrounding the potential for a negative player experience, and we will share any further changes with you prior to their implementation. We are interested in hearing your thoughts and gathering your feedback. Please jump into the discussion on the subreddit and let us know what you think. So their new system is actually going to track your team kills by a long term and multiple gaming sessions, and not just one gaming session. And we don't have any idea how it's going to work, and they didn't want to tell us because that will lead, well, they said, exploiting. So that's actually really good. I'm glad, because toxicity, especially team killing, is a huge part on or not a huge part. Well, it's a huge part. It's a huge negative part of Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm glad that they are taking care of this and not telling us exactly how it's going to work, so we can't exploit that and like, oh, I'm only two kills away from getting banned, so let's just kill this one dude. Like, no, you don't know when you're getting banned, and I've been getting a few 30-minute bans, and also the last week I got the 3-hour ban. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was rather long, but there was a lot to discuss. And let me know down in the comment section, what do you guys think about these changes? Are you happy with that, or are you that negative, toxic player who hates these changes? But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.